When we gather in his name, he responds and he is present. I am ready to put the name of Jesus out there because I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It is the power of God unto salvation. The only hope for our world is the saving knowledge of Jesus.
After a work injury, you have two problems: an insurance company that probably won't pay you what you deserve, and a legal system that's hard to understand. We'll work to make sure you get the workers' compensation benefits you deserve. If you've been hurt on the job, just call Joy.
I was coming home from work, traffic had stopped. The guy behind me, he didn't stop.
I went into a pizzeria, and next thing I know, I'm on the ground.
I went to the mall. I fell onto my back. I decided to call Morgan & Morgan.
The very next day, Morgan & Morgan took charge. Everything was done electronically.
You don't even have to go in the office. Everything was over the phone.
It was quite easy. Had everything handled. They do the work.
It was very, very easy, very simple, and very quick.
Injured? Hurt at work? Just call Joy. Is Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet on MyTV Charleston.
The season finale upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet. The Somerville Green Wave taking on the West Ashley Wildcats. We welcome you in courtside. Jack DeLongchamp alongside the sports anchor legend, Scotty Asberg. Scotty, hey, we've still got the women's game going on. Somerville, West Ashley, this is a rivalry that dates back decades. But tonight, not necessarily a region championship on hand, but the opportunity to earn the right at a home playoff game.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You got to know that down the street, they're going to be playing for that region title. James Island has been red hot, so is Ashley Ridge, but these two would love to host a game. Look at West Ashley especially, 9-1 at home this year. You want to be playing at home when it counts, and that's next week. It's amazing. We're there. We're basically in the playoffs at this point. We're wrapping up regular season. That's why we're doing a Tuesday night game. They'll play Thursday nights and then be ready for playoff action next week.
We talked with David Long, the head coach of Somerville, in his 9th season as a head coach, 13th overall at Somerville. He goes, man, this is maybe the deepest I've seen our region in quite some time. Some reclassification over the summertime. And he talked about not only the importance of hosting that home game, because he still feels really confident about his squad, but you have a chance to even clinch a bye tonight.
That's a big deal. I mean, you know, they always say in college tournaments, the less you play, the better. Save those legs. Little different in high school because you have days off in between. You're not playing back to back to back. But still, you want to play less games. You want to have that ability to rest your guys if there are little nicks and dings that are stopping your team. You want to be able to, you know, get some guys some rest if you can. And bottom line, you just want to beat the other team out there. You want that confidence from winning this game. You know, you go into the playoffs on a couple losses, it's not exactly fun. You go on a couple wins, you feel pretty good about yourselves, and you're always playing better when you're feeling good about yourself.
Talk about feeling good about yourself. Our first game, let's date ourselves back a few weeks. Scotty, 5 weeks ago, we were in this gym.
Yep.
You've been doing this a long time, 3 years on the booth. So thankful for the opportunity to call these games. It may have been the best we've been a part of.
Yeah, it was the best atmosphere we've had.
This gym was stupid. I mean, West Ashley, James Island, a sophomore at the free throw line for a chance to win a game. Their first conference game under the belt of Trey McLean.
Yeah.
He knocks it down. The place goes bonkers. You go viral.
It was awesome. I mean, when those stands absolutely emptied, it was one of those moments where, you know what, I said, let's cut promos of this. Let's make commercials of this, because that's what high school hoops is all about. The student section was unreal. Granted, that was a Friday night, but man, it was awesome to have those two teams. I mean, literally a game decided with 0-0-0 on the clock. You couldn't beat that atmosphere here at West Ashley, and there's always excitement when Somerville comes in. Somerville is the big boy, if you will, in everything in the Low Country. It all starts with football and it trickles down, but they're a program that has just made a name of being a great athletics program. Why? They always invest in it. They really try. If you see their social media games, tops anybody else. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, they put everything in it. They run it almost like a college program. And David Long, now in year 9, he is trying to do that exact thing with basketball. He has made deep runs into the playoffs. This might not be the year, but they do have talent to get them there. They just have to put it together. And it's amazing. What he said was the issue this year was how good they were in football. They were so good in football. They played so deep all the way into the state championship game that those football guys, you have to turn them around. You got to give them some rest before basketball season.
Well, you're talking about a team that is 11-5 right now. They were in that Final Four last year playing for a lower state championship. Scotty, you mentioned it. They had 7 guys that were on that state football championship runner-up team this fall. They were a juggernaut before falling to Dutch Fork in that football state championship. But guys like Yasir Smith and Melvin Teal, who we will brag on endlessly tonight. Smith, who's going to go play for, a ho-hum Hall of Famer and Bill Belichick next year, just committing to UNC. And Mel Teal, in my opinion, I've said this for a really long time, as we see the Somerville women's team with a big-time win here tonight to wrap up their region championship.
Yeah, Calvin Davis, one heck of a job he's done with Somerville.
We bragged on this kid, Melvin Teal, a lot. A kid that's going to Flagler to play for a guy in Brady Shuck who is embedded in Charleston community basketball. My first basketball broadcast ever, Scotty, was Melvin Teal, just a sophomore, taking on Goose Creek. It's been really cool to watch his maturation. Incredible young man, comes from an incredible family. This is one of those guys that you look at and go, oh, this guy was a stud on the football field. Yeah. And it was only his first season of varsity ball.
I know, that's the amazing thing about it.
Kid's a freak.
And a 4.0 student, amazing. And he's doing this micro-nuclear. I didn't even understand what it was, but it's some sort of a micro-nuclear engineering program that he was going through here at Somerville. I mean, he is a leader on and off the court. David Long says, I have never had 1 ounce of trouble with Melvin Teal, nor do I ever expect to have 1 ounce of trouble. What they are getting in college is just an outstanding human being, one that you want representing your program and your community, and that's exactly what Melvin Teal does for them.
We talked about that program. You mentioned their social media game. I want to shout at a guy like Will Chitty. Go take a look at Division I colleges in our state. From a social media standpoint, he is building up and empowering our youth to finding job in the social media landscape when it comes to content creation, videography, photography, stills. They have taken it to the next level, kind of like the boys in purple this fall. Scotty, in his first season, Trey McClain, talk about a basketball lore. I grew up watching.
He was the real deal as a player, and now he's showing he's the real deal as a coach. You know, Trey McClain said to us earlier, I love coaching the AAU. I love doing that sort of thing. I wasn't really looking to get into high school, but when West Ashley called and gave me the opportunity, you don't say bye to your alma mater. You take it. And, I mean, this is a job that Ronnie Dupree had for 20-whatever years, and Trey McClain said this was the dream job. This was the destination. This is where family is. He was playing professionally. He had a great career overseas, made money overseas, but, you know, kids were at home, and family was at home, and he wanted to come home, so he's working at the school now full-time. He's coaching here. He's doing a heck of a job with this program. You can just tell the buy-in. They've had several coaches over the last couple of years. It hasn't been the same since Ronnie left. But now it seems like you've got somebody with 2 feet on the ground here in West Ashley. This is where he wants to be.
They've helped set the standard. He was a stud here, but how about a couple studs tonight when we got to talk with Coach Long and obviously Coach McClain? These were the guys they mentioned. We talked about Melvin Teal, averaging 17, 8, and 6, a true box score. Billy Teal at 6'3", 215. He just looks the part, is the part. And for West Ashley, a guy that's a little bit new to the program, but same kind of thing. He impacts the game on both sides of the floor, 9, 3, and 3. But the 2 steals per game we saw in that matchup against James Iowa. These kids lethal defensively.
Yeah, Damon Jr. is a transfer from First Baptist, and what they love about him is he got so much of his experience playing for Anton Saunders and John Pearson. And when you're coached by those 2 guys at the AAU level, it is a tremendous help because your knowledge of the game, your understanding of schemes, everything that you can do having played for those 2 legends really helps. Now here at the public school level, he can help. There's David Long, year 9, super interesting guy. Played college basketball down at Augusta State and was a guy in the business world who always dreamed of doing this. This was always the dream. And when his wife got a big promotion, she said, go follow your dream, and that's exactly what David Long did. He started coaching up in Wilmington, North Carolina at Laney High School, home of Michael Jordan, and then made his way down here to the Low Country, coached for a few years under Greg Elliott, and then took over the program almost a decade ago and has continued that upward trajectory. As the job gets harder, he's made it look easy, and that's one thing about David Long. He is always just very even keel. He's on the bench most of the game, not up and yelling at referees. He trusts in the process and what he's taught his guys.
Well, he's one of the best that we have in our area. And here's one of the best to ever come out of this program. There's the first-year man, Trey McClain. You talked about some of his accolades where he played at Chattanooga. He said that Will Wade and Matt McCall were the coaches there. He learned from some of the best in our current college landscape, and you've seen he's come in and instilled that belief immediately with the Wildcats.
And he was there for 3 months with Lamont Paris. He was there with Lamont Paris for a little bit until he left Chattanooga. But yeah, I mean, he's a guy who played in March Madness. Like that, you want to be in the madness. That's everything if you're a player, right? And these guys on this team, not only do they know that fact, I mean, they were old enough and following basketball when he did that. So they saw that. They saw a guy from West Ashley play in March Madness, and now he's their head coach. They're going to listen to him, no doubt about it. On top of that, West Ashley's having a pretty good week because they just saw somebody who walked in their hallways in their shoes win a Super Bowl.
On the field.
Yeah, on the field. So needless to say, spirits are high at West Ashley, and there's that feeling of, somebody has done it not very far before me.
Yeah. Well, they've walked the walk. He's talked the talk. Scotty, what do you think they've told their guys for today's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Cruise Chevy on Rivers, just north of Northwoods Mall? You've got a friend at Cruise Chevy. Here's tonight's Keys to the Game.
If Somerville is going to win, Melvin Teal and Yasir Smith have to go crazy. Yeah. They got to do what they do because they're down a lot of guys. There are not a lot of guys on this Somerville team. Melvin Teal and Yasir Smith have to do everything they can. They need to live up to the billing tonight, and they have to get ahead early. You want to let you don't want to give West Ashley that momentum coming in. That being said, Somerville did win the first time around,
yes,
and that was up in Flourtown. Down here, West Ashley seems to play much better when they're at home. I mean, that's just kind of been the MO for West Ashley. They play really well in the Wildcat Den, as they call it. So that's the deal. Win here, protect the house, and power in numbers. You can go deep on the bench with West Ashley. You can run these guys tired because you have a lot more. You just look at these teams, a whole lot more numbers on West Ashley's side. Strictly
bodies, right? Due to some injuries and some unforeseen things for Somerville, they've actually called up 2 8th graders, Scotty, which is going to be really fun for us. And a guy like Melvin Teal, we bragged on his leadership, the intangibles for Teal, getting to know his family over these years. You understand, this is an incredible young man. Let's see how he's able to grow the next wave of Somerville superstars.
That's such a big part of it, too. I mean, it's all about tradition. Tradition never dies in Somerville. I mean, when you talk about a tradition, I mean, there's no other town in the state where you just say, what color is Somerville? And everybody in the state knows it's green and gold. I mean, it's just that they are green and gold. They are Somerville. So there is something to be said. But you're talking guys like A.J. Green, who won a state championship in Somerville. They're a group that has really just stayed with that tradition. The Oval S, it just matriculates one year to the next.
Well, we're just one break away from our tip-off here at the Den. It's West Ashley. It's Somerville. When we return, don't go anywhere. We're about to get things rolling.
I ain't gonna let it go to me, dog. Now picture me fall to the wayside where I can't slide to the point where they're really in my face. I'm not looking for sympathy.
Here's tonight's primetime lineup on My TV Charleston, sponsored locally by Join Law Firm. Injured, hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888. Here's tonight's primetime lineup on My TV Charleston, sponsored locally by Join Law Firm. Injured, hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888. Here's tonight's primetime lineup on My TV Charleston, sponsored locally by Join Law Firm. Injured, hurt at work? Just call Joy, 888-8888.
These are our neighbors. When one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
When you come home, do you love what you see? You will when you choose Hardy Siding from Contract Exteriors. Only Hardy products are engineered for climate. They're specifically designed to stand up to the heat, humidity, and hurricanes of South Carolina, helping ensure your home stays looking beautiful for years to come. Discover your perfect homecoming by visiting contractexteriors.com. When it's time to re-side, come home to something better.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
You've got a friend in the used car business.
Used cars, trucks, and SUVs, local trade-ins, 172-point inspection with great warranty options. No payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
We'll welcome you back into West Ashley High School. Here's the deal. We ran it pretty good there, Scotty. If you guys hung out with us for that full 10-minute stretch.
Yeah, you stuck with us. You're a diehard.
You are a diehard. We want to say thank you to our producer, our directors, all our camera guys in the building. It's been an incredible high school season slate, running all the way back to August when we had our gridiron, little Friday night rivals, stretched it right into high school hoops. Beyond excited to finish things off with you.
I think we're about to do an anthem here, so we might have to take a little break, a little nap break, and listen to the anthem as they start it up right now.
I'm gonna say we'll step aside for just a few. We'll leave things up and rolling as we all stand for our national anthem.
Those kids were not all out hunting today. They were picking up camo clothes. Those are very, very unauthentic. And apparently that guy...
Not my mom.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, that guy, young man sitting right next to the guy in the silly shirt.
Claiborne. Yeah, he's signed to play for the Citadel this week. So
he went hunting for an offer. He's a stud tight end, defensive end we saw. He's going to be taking his talents right down the street as we welcome you into tonight's starting lineups for the Somerville Green Wave. As followed, the 5'8", 150-pound senior guard, Tanner Smith. Here's the big fella, Melvin Teal, 6'3", 215, a point guard. Coach Long said he's the best player and young man that I've been around in a really long time. He's joined that backcourt with Josiah Taylor, Steele Robinson, and rounded out with a 6'5", 260-pound center, Yasir Smith. As we got a little AC/DC in the building, big fan.
Yeah, you know, you got to go all in. Now, Oh, there's the little cell phone lights. It had a little more impact the first time around when you had 500 kids up there with the cell phone lights. By the way, no phones in school, people. No phones in school. But it does look pretty darn cool when you put the cell phone lights up. I love how they make a show out of it. Basketball's big in West Ashley. It's always been the signature sport up in the stands tonight, so that's always cool to see. Ronnie here, he still lives west of the Ashley River, and he constantly texts us about the games during them. So, you know, he loves his West Ashley Wildcats for sure. He loves his West Ashley Wildcats.
Came and said hello to us during our last commercial break. Feels fitting to have the legend in the building as we welcome you into West Ashley starters. It'll be Kendall Mack, Damani White, our player to watch today, Damon Jr. Rounded out in that front court, it'll be Cam Brown and Corbin Gary. Scotty, who's this backcourt that really impressed us in that first matchup? Relentless was the word that came to mind. They'll be without their stud guard, Rashawn Capers, but Mack White Jr. feel up to the task.
Yeah, no question. Mack is kind of the engine behind it, if you will. He's a big-time energy guy, a lot of fun to watch, and you know he's one of those guys that, first of all, you can easily spot him. He's got the blonde hair, but also Kendall Mack he shoots well. He just kind of does it all well. Yeah. Not outstanding at anything, really good at everything. Also, Corbin Gary up front did a heck of a job the first time we saw them. He was just a big-time presence down low. But you know what? He's got to go up and go. You know, he's pretty meaty. He's got to go up against the real meaty guy that's going to play for Bill Belichick next year.
Yasir Smith will win the tip. And yeah, that's going to be a quick violation. Cannot come down with the own tip ball. There he is and rebounds. Coach Long said, hey, he's a stud on the gridiron. I get it. The ACC is going to be lucky to have him. But don't get it twisted. This kid's a hooper as well.
Yeah, I mean, he is an athlete. And like the thing he says, the most important thing is his hands are so good. He's got great hands.
Great ball movement from West Ashley as Gary will fly up, board the offensive rebound, but Somerville playing that 1-3-1. They're scrambling a little bit too aggressively. That'll be Steele Robinson on a quick foul. Looks like underneath the basket.
The one thing you absolutely can't do tonight if you're Somerville is get in foul trouble. 5 guys on the bench, that's it. You've got 10 players total. You cannot be fouling guys out. You can't get into foul trouble where you have to put guys onto the bench. You know, it's not happening at the first minute of the game, but it's something you have to be weary of. Yes.
Here's a little mid-range floater. West Ashley doing a great job passing out of it. There's the big fella. Here's Melvin Teal. Looking to go coast to coast and riding the storyline. That's why it was our keys, brought to you by Crew Chevy. Somerville's got 10 guys dressed out today.
That's it.
And only 7 have varsity action. So that is the storyline. And let's see if West Ashley, their depth and power and numbers, can wear them out.
Great experience for the 8th graders to be up. Not who you want on the court in a TV game with real big region implications at play. Great pass by Melvin Teal. Yasir Smith just didn't get it going.
Teal, you can see, looking to pick the pocket, returning the favors. Damani White right for the chest of Teal. Let's see if he gets a little bit handsy here on the replay.
Yeah, he kind of reached in there.
I was going to say, he's such a big kid that sometimes he's almost imposed physically, like he gets officiated differently, honestly.
I was going to say, I mean, when you just look at this game, he looks like a man. Wow, that's a heck of a block right there for Josiah Taylor.
Coast to coast for JoJo Taylor, his teammates call him. Crashing into Will Chitty and that content team for Somerville. A scoreless start. Corner 3, we got it. On the board. There's Kendall Mack getting things rocking and rolling.
Yeah, he's the guy you want to get it rocking and rolling early, but Somerville shooting right back at them. Haven't gotten any shots to go yet the Wave, but they've gotten some nice looks.
Here's Teal battling down below. This is a different type of point guard. Looks like he's going to have that rebound wrestled away from him as we take another look at that corner 3.
Nice look right there by Kendall Mack, knocking down the 3, setting the tone early for the West Ashley Wildcats.
That 3 brought to you by Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. See Somerville, because maybe a little lighter numbers going out towards that zone, and right now West Ashley trying to shoot him out of it. This 3 no good from White, rebounded by Tanner Smith, and here comes Teal. Pass underneath, great head fake, little reverse layup, and Somerville on the board. Nice putback.
Something to notice this here. The guy pressuring the ball, that is an 8th grader. That is Reed Robinson, already in the game. Now, his brother is on the team, so he's got a little experience seeing what's going on. But, man, to be an 8th grader playing this early in this type of a ball game, that is big time. There's a nice shot right there for Somerville's Tanner Smith.
Tanner Smith, they've asked a whole lot of him this season. That's a big 3. Coach Law said he's been a marksman this year. Evens this game up. That's actually trying to take that lead right back. There's our player to watch, Damon Jr., who's got a triple, has accounted for all 8.
Oh, the 8th grader, he had him on the head. He had him on the fake right there. He just didn't want to pop the shot. You know, you probably have to realize, like, I'm playing alongside some really good players. Great play there. Kendall Mack.
Picks off to the passing lane. How about that ball just sitting right there on the rim? He's an outstanding player. Smith looking to go the other way.
And we are moving at a feverish pace, and that is not going to play well for Somerville. You don't want to go to a feverish pace if you're Somerville. You want to keep this thing slowed down. Kendall Mack, great little defensive play there, turning it into offense. Great concentration, getting the layup to go.
He's averaging 2 steals per game, to the delight of those decked out in camo tonight.
Oh, those are both guys that are going to Citadel. Both of those guys. The guy with the I Love Hot Mom shirt as well. They're both going to the Citadel next year. That's Jacob Ashley, I think is his name. Jacob Adams, yes. The kicker, and Jude Claiborne right there. Yeah, they're both going to play for the Citadel next year. Neither of them will have that luscious lettuce on top next year. Oh, the 8th grader knocks it down. Reed Robinson.
Luscious lettuce? How about the luscious 3-point stroke from just a middle schooler?
I know.
Reed Robinson.
What are we calling him? Greg Middle School? Isn't that the name of the middle school up there next
Rollins is up there
Rollins,
as well.
And I think Greg is the other one.
We'll have somebody all over it. Reed Robinson talked to Melvin Teal before the game. Goes, it's my 8th grader. We're teaching him the ways. The game's starting to slow down a little bit.
Can you imagine if there's the shot. Can you imagine him walking into 8th grade tomorrow? Yo, that 3-pointer I hit on TV last night, yeah, that was me.
No big deal.
That was me, yeah.
Home 1-4. We see you, Reed Robinson. I couldn't even read in the 8th grade, nevertheless knock down 3s.
I started my downhill spiral of education in 8th grade.
It's a tough year. Toughest 2 years of my life. That 3 a bit strong from Smith. It'll be West Ashley basketball as we roll into our first media timeout of the game.
We help people who've been hurt, period. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
I had 7 cracked teeth and 2 failing crowns. I wanted to do something preventative. I smile more, I eat freely, I don't have to worry about what restaurant we're going to. I just feel more positive about life in general. I wish I'd done it sooner, but I'm so glad I finally did it.
Call now to find out how full mouth dental implants could change your life.
Call now. 843-212-6752. Again, that's 843-212-6752.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job, it's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
Cruise has certified pre-owned and local trade-ins, 172-point inspection, great warranties, and with approved credit, make no payments till April. Together, let's drive. Cruise Chevy on Rivers, CruiseChevrolet.com.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
It's Knight's Company's High School Hoops, driven by Crew Chevrolet, a 10-8 lead for the home squad. You take a look in at this year. Head coach Trey McClain, we bragged on him during the open. If you just joined us, Jack DeLong, Charles sitting alongside Scotty Osborne. Scotty, we talked about the region championship being played down the road between James Island and Ashley Ridge tonight. But this region, at the 5A level, Region 8, it's been a lot better than, I'm not going to lie, even I expected this year.
Yeah,
Deep.
I think a lot of people expected the other region with Goose Creek to be the dominant one. Goose Creek really good, Berkeley really good. But this has been a very competitive region. Stahl has struggled a little bit, but besides that, I mean, even Fort Dorchester, who's kind of had their struggles, have had some nice performances.
Really nice
West Ashley has been really, I don't think anyone knew what to expect from West Ashley coming in.
Well, this is the standard. Energy, hustle, can't measure the heart. Another steal and another basket for Damani White. He's up to 4. Defense turns to offense. That's been the mentality.
Right now, and again,
DJ Khaled, another one. Another steal. Another scoop and score. We see it, Damani White. He's got 6.
Yeah, this is kind of the exact start that you want if you're West Ashley. You're setting the pace of the game. That is 4 steals now. That 3 straight, 4 steals. Yep, 3 in a row that they have turned over. And if you're Somerville, you can't let this get out of control at all.
Well, just checking in for the first time there, man. We saw him. He knocked down the game-winning free throw in our first contest. Jackson Terrell, a stud sophomore at 6'7". This kid, a really high ceiling, and he's going to be charged with a foul. But let's take another look at the steal from White.
There's Damani White. They've really finished these fast breaks really nicely, knowing there's a guy on their tail. They're kind of off balance. They've really finished them nicely. West Ashley looking really good early. Somerville, you feel like they're, Melvin, it seems like he's quite blanketed, same with the Asir, so it's going to fall on these other guys that might not have nearly the experience that those have.
Josiah Taylor checking out. That's Jaden Baskerville checking in for the first time. The Baskerville brothers have been a staple at Somerville for the last couple seasons.
Caden Baskerville last year was just a, as David Long said, just that guy you wanted on your team, Mr. Energy.
Yep. Well, Baskerville inbounds to Teal and another steal. The 5th already for the Wildcats. Here comes White, the Euro. A little out of control. Somerville thought it was a charge from Tanner Smith, who actually leads this Green Wave team. They quantify it. He averages 1.5 charges taken per game. They say the lower half is moving. They are correct. And Damani White will head to the free throw line. This free throw is brought to you by Dr. Zimmer.
You might think it's an irrelevant stat, but it's not, because the taking charges, that shows you're the heart and soul of the team, first of all, but it also shows that you're willing to give your body up for this team. And it just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the guys on it. Hey, I'm not a big guy, but I'm willing to take charges. You guys can do it as well. And those are momentum changers in a game.
See Smith checking out, picking up his first foul. Like you said, David Long, too, he's usually used to having that depth. A year ago, he became kind of famous for that hockey launching. 5 on, 5 off. He did it every 2.5 minutes, kept legs fresh. Now you got checking in DJ Grant, a young man that hasn't played a ton in his career. How about the southpaw, knocking down the triple?
Really impressive shot right there. I love the lefty shot. Here's West Ashley again, and now Somerville is taking up on the defensive side of the ball. You see her Smith with the good hands, and like we said earlier, he does have really good hands. I'm sure they will like that in football as well, as long as those hands are not holding.
We're going to play on both sides of the line. He's a stud defensively this year for the Green Wave. Comes up with the steal. They cannot convert. As now Somerville, that zone causing some problems. An errant pass and the possession heading the other way.
Now, there's the three-pointer. Nicely done for DJ Grant. Now, Yasir Smith, who we were just talking about, not the first Somerville Green Wave star from his family. The big difference maker last year was his brother Yannick Smith, who easily could have played Division I college basketball, decided to play football for East Carolina, but he's a guy that really could. Oh, Melvin Teal, that was pretty. When Melvin Teal had Yannick Smith to knock him down and bring that athleticism, that was a whole other dimension for the Somerville Green Wave.
Coach Long said, we've lost a little bit of shooting, obviously not having Yannick out there. Good defensive play by Teal, not the foul. But that backcourt between Teal and Yannick Smith was the state player of the year. I would have taken it against any backcourt, not only in the state of South Carolina. If I'm going to play twos against any school in North Carolina, those two were dogs together. The chemistry was off the charts.
Yeah, I really thought Yannick Smith could have absolutely played Division I basketball. And, look, at that level, football is such a commitment. You don't usually see a guy play both those sports. Sometimes it'll be football, baseball, but football, basketball is a tough combo.
Here's Melvin Teal. Talk about a man amongst boys. Look at that. 6'3", 215. That's a point guard coming at you.
Yeah.
Teal averaging 18, 7, and 6.
He just looks like a man among boys with this team. David Long is doing a good job getting guys in and out. I mean, he's going deep on. I mean, he's going to play all 10 guys tonight.
100%.
And that's what you got to do. Keep guys fresh as you can, and you hope that those Band-Aids that come in are able to maintain the level of play of your starters.
Skying up for the rebound was Damon Jr. Trickles out of his hands and into the hands of Jaquez Walker, who will turn out the fast break. Wing 3 from Teal, no good. And here come the Wildcats. Jr. right into the teeth of the defense. Looks like they're going to get a foul on the floor before Jr. could go up.
I think it's going to be DJ Grant.
Yeah, I think it's going to be. No, I think they got him on 21. It looks
21?
like that's Steele Robinson, which will be his second foul. Fourth team, excuse me, for Somerville. Les Ashley to inbound underneath. Here's Corbin Gary kicking back out to Jr. Jr. wing 3, no good.
Going Somerville's way here.
41 seconds, only a 2-point deficit. Somerville, as they're going to check in Yasir Smith again at 11-5, 5-3 in conference, but 7 football guys on this roster.
Yeah,
they didn't get those guys until with the state championship later this year.
December 13th or 14th, I think, was the state championship this year. And then you got to give time for their bodies to just heal. I mean, you've played a brutal season of football, and those playoff games were tough. I mean, that fourth game was an absolute battle. You're not just ready to jump back and start playing basketball and be at full strength, being able to run up and down the court for, 32 minutes or whatever they play here.
Nice penetration from basketball. Kicks it out to Smith. Gets his own offensive rebound. Kicks it back out to Tanner Smith. And he's got his second triple. Up to 6, but great offensive rebound. A deep 3 from Tanner Smith, rebounding by Jaden Baskerville, gives them their first lead of the ball game. It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Crew Chevrolet. And we're driving on the back of Tanner Smith this quarter. We got 3 more to go.
These are the people of South Carolina. These are our neighbors. And when one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. A lot of people don't know what to do after a car wreck. That's what we're here for. Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
We have an emergency, code 16, over.
Earplugs, Jane.
Code 16, malfunctioning smoke detector.
How bad could it be?
This is malarkey.
It's important to check your smoke detectors regularly.
A broken detector won't protect you.
Still yelling.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies. Excellence in concrete, built on family values.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
Tons of local trades, nearly all makes and models, certified pre-owned car, Bravo certified, and make no payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. CruiseChevrolet.com and Cruise Chevy on Rivers.
Here's tonight's Thumbs Up Guys fan camp. The Thumbs Up Guys, your personal injury attorneys winning cases, winning your trust. Miller, Dawson, Siegel, and Ward. They're not even wearing anything tonight.
We can't see them. They're camouflaged in.
There's my dad pun of the night. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Thumbs Up Guys. There's a little embarrassing.
Believe me, you're not going to beat me in dad puns tonight. Not that I'm going to have them tonight, but man, was I crushing it during the Super Bowl when SZA was playing, and I kept asking my daughter where Stapler is, where Holmes. Tanner Smith again.
A little Tanner Smith in their lives. Kid averages 80 a game. He's already got 9 on 3 triples.
Yeah, SZA just left the door open for me on that one. You like that?
Staple one was really good. I was hounded as such an idiot when I said, hey, guys, I think that was Serena Williams dancing out there. So,
it was. You will refer to her as former Daniel Island champ Serena Williams.
Excuse me.
I think she was Family Circle Cop, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of more on West Ashley fans like Jack, shut up. That's another three from Damon Jr.
There's this here, Smith.
And before I can answer, big Pat Smith on the other side with 2. His points in the paint brought to you by Contract Exterior.
I like the nickname Fat Smith. They called him it because he never got in the weight room, and then he did, and it was like, this guy is shredded.
Here's Damon Jr., really pretty stroke, trying to shoot their way out of that zone. Damon Jr., he's already got 6.
And that's kind of the crazy thing about Yasir and Yannick. They do not remind you of each other at all. They are completely different body types, different players, but both just so talented in both sports.
Man, wouldn't it be so cool to see them play together at the next level? Obviously,
there's talk
there's
that
a chance,
right?
Yannick,
could end up there at North Carolina.
There's the big fella. I said the ceiling is his potentially almost jumped through the ceiling on that almost put-back dunk. Here's Melvin Teal, little step back. Looked like it may have been deflected. They'll say it's an air ball. Somerville gets back to their zone. Trey McClain, his team down 3 with 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. He looks like he could play tomorrow, doesn't he?
I think he can.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of left his career, pretty
Still
well
rolling.
in it. Yeah, I think he's only 31 years old right now, so he's certainly. I mean, you put a team together of low-country basketball players and coaches that are players. I'll take Trey McClain every day. I'll take his assistant, R.J. Slauson. I'll take Travis Smith playing point guard from James Island. I mean, there's quite a few that I'll take. Quentin Hollis, when he was playing for CFC, was a pretty darn good one.
I'll take Marquise Pointer, former Cougar.
Oh, yeah, you got Marquise Pointer absolutely could still play.
I like that pick a lot. Junior knocks on the front end. He up to 7. So Terrell checking out as Cameron Brown checks in. Coach McClain said he might be our most experienced senior, Cameron Brown, as he's got a little teaching moment for the young sophomore.
I mean, there's not much better of a teacher than having one free throw to win a game in front of 2,000 people and however many are watching online and on the air. I mean, and the fact that he knocked that down, that's a moment he will not forget. And that's a moment we won't forget, and the people in West Ashley won't. That's your moment. You know, you had that moment getting to the line with 0-0-0 on the clock.
Nobody on the line with him. Knocked it down. Damon Jr. in the chest of JoJo Taylor. This is a fun battle. Taylor looking to get by him. Junior pokes the pocket. Brown comes away with it. It's going to be Brown. It's going to be Teal in transition. Look at skying through the air.
Now you look at Teal on the wing there. Teal over. And man, West Ashley again. Another steal. I mean, they have been just Johnny on the spot.
They got 22. I'm not a math guy, but I'd say at least 12 of them coming in fast break off those steals.
I would think so, yeah.
Here's Taylor. Here's another steal. This time it's Kendall Mack's turn. Teal flying through the air. Blocks it. And then Demani White to clean it up. Right up to 9. And this defense of West Ashley propelling them back out in front.
Teal is now wanting to slow it down. Let's get it in the half court. Let's see what we can set up here. You know, when you get into a track meet with West Ashley, it just doesn't seem to be where West Ashley is winning the track meet.
There's Teal being guarded by Cam Brown. Brown 6'4", buck 65, a longer wing having to guard the point guard. Here's Taylor getting into the paint. Southpaw, nice floater. Good answer. His first 2 are really pretty.
Tell you what, Somerville is absolutely hung with West Ashley. You can tell West Ashley is sticking to their game plan a little bit more and might be a little more seasoned. But Somerville has played really well.
They've had 7 guys score already, and again, it's a light squad. They've had to rely on the supporting cast. They've gotten some great consistent effort so far. As we're going to get a foul away from the basket. Looks like this is going to be on Corbin Gary underneath as we take another look at Kendall Mack. Little steal and dish ahead to Brown.
There's Kendall Mack right here taking it in.
Nice little lefty lay, getting blocked by Teal, but great work by Demani White coming in and cleaning up the boards. We got that foul away from the basket. I'm not sure if it's a double foul as Jaquez Walker for Somerville checks back in. 6'2", buck 75. I think he and Gary kind of got tangled up down underneath. I'm not sure. I know that Corbin Gary just picked one up.
It wasn't a jump ball, was it?
They signified jump ball, but I don't know what that call is.
I saw the jump ball sign, but
yeah.
it might have been. We could ask the official.
Yeah, they're going to come delegate with us.
Jump ball.
Team control, no player control while the ball is in flight to their side. The double foul is a point of interruption. Therefore, no team that player control go to the jump ball and resume play.
How about that? I learn something new every day. Love that breakdown from our officiating
let's
crew.
just give him our mic. I say we just give him our mic.
They sounded a lot cleaner than I got ready tonight. So it's a jump ball because there's a double foul while the ball is in flight. Gorbic and Derry misses, Teal rebounds, and I just learned something new.
Dad, he's been watching the game 65 years. Did you know that rule? No, he didn't know the rule either. It's not a rule.
Another basket in the paint, little contact exteriors. We want to say thanks to your pop, Scotty. He's been the best statistician in the country all season long. So he's saying he didn't know the rule either?
He didn't know the rule either.
All right, I'm all in.
2 player control fouls when the ball is in the air, I believe was what he said.
This foul I do know. This is a travel underneath, rebounded by Steele Robinson. He shuffles the feet, loses his seat. But a basket on the other side. And Somerville, a back and forth affair. It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Crew Chevrolet when we return.
We can get a shot at him.
In a place that's superficial,
I want to punch this entire town in the face.
Lives a super mom.
Say please and thank you. Don't use any of the words Mama screams while she's driving.
Keeping it together.
It is amazing what a little love and a lot of white wine spritzers can create.
American Housewife.
Tomorrow at 6:30 on My TV Charleston.
Love conquers all, and that's what I love about this show.
Tomorrow at 6 on My TV Charleston.
When I was pulling out of the gas station, another truck ran into me. I saw the reviews for the Thumbs Up guys were great, so I decided to give them a call. They always kept me updated on what's going on. I had nothing to worry about.
If you've been hurt, call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys.
At Contract Exteriors, we transform homes. Imagine the possibilities. Make your home new again with our expert craftsmanship and top quality materials. From stunning decks perfect for family gatherings to sleek, energy-efficient windows that brighten your space. Contract Exteriors brings your vision to life, and with our wide selection of siding options, we ensure your home's exterior reflects your style. And here's the best part: no payments for 12 months. Contact us today to start your journey to a refreshed home. Contract Exteriors, your trusted partner for home transformations.
You've got a friend in the used car business.
Used cars, trucks, and SUVs, local trade-ins, 172-point inspection with great warranty options. No payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
The Thumbs Up Guys fan cam. It might be my favorite segment all season as you take a look at this West Ashley student section.
I swear there's not one shot that Jude Claiborne is not going to get in at some point tonight. Guy is all about the airtime.
Well, he's a big guy. He's tough to miss. He's right there in the
He's very
overalls.
easy to miss. He's camouflaged in.
That's there you go. Mr. Cesar and Stapler himself with another great pun. That's the Thumbs Up Guys fan cam. Your personal injury, attorneys winning cases, winning your trust. Somerville winning by a point with about 3.5 to go here in the first half.
If SZA wasn't your girlfriend's favorite artist, would you know SZA?
Did you know that is my girlfriend's favorite artist?
I know. I shared an office with her for 2 years. She'd be playing SZA. I didn't know her songs, but I knew it was her favorite artist. I knew she was inspired by the work of SZA.
She is. I think she lives her life to be SZA. Shout out to Natalie Spalla. No, I would not, as we may have gotten away with the backcourt violation. No, I would not know who SZA was, but I would after the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Melvin Teal.
He finds Smith. Another great head fake, the senior.
Really would have liked Melvin Teal to go to Coastal Carolina, so he would have worn Teal.
Yeah, but too easy.
Just leave the name off the back of the jersey. Just roll with it.
Teal Nation would love him. Hey, say it ain't so. He's heading to Flagler College next year.
Yep, St. Augustine, Florida. Beautiful school, beautiful area. He's a big Ponce de Leon fan.
I think he is, you're right.
He looks like he's 25, so he needs the fountain of youth.
I'm thinking everybody on campus like, yo, can we, whatever this guy's lifted.
Oh, there he is.
Too big. Melvin Teal up to 6. The big bully guard going to work. Contract Exteriors. Get his number in the NIL roll. You're going to want his number.
There you go.
Going to get a foul away from the basket. Checking in for the first time is Kamani Robinson. The contact experience. Let's show him some more love. Melvin Teal going at it.
Yeah, Teal, I mean, for a point guard to have a body like that, to get inside, do what he does, man, it just allows you so many things. I mean, and you can see why they were so effective when they had the weapons around him like they had last year. He doesn't have as many. He's got to pick up more of that scoring slack this year, but heck, he's averaging 18 a game. There's so much he can do.
18 and 7 and 6. Here's Teal again getting back into the paint. Yeah, this is too easy. He's up to 8. Looks like West Ashley might call a quick timeout. They're getting a foul away from the basket. Well, they actually get this foul on Yasir Smith after the play. A brutal foul. The contracting series can't get enough of Melvin Teal.
Yasir Smith got the foul there. He's not happy about it either. Coming out of the game right now, away from the ball.
And I believe our statistician's correct. That's just his first personal foul, so not in a ton of foul trouble yet for anyone on Somerville. But I want to brag on Teal some more. Scotty, you mentioned about, hey, let your body breathe. Melvin Teal played one regular season game before hurting his knee this season.
Yeah.
Comes back in the playoff, gets healthy. He plays in 4 playoff games, and he averages 11 tackles per game playing that nickel spot.
That's amazing. That's a nose for the ball and just great instincts that will carry over in any sport.
First year of varsity football. Like, he hasn't played organized football since his 8th grade year. Ian Rafferty said he's been one of the best athletes he's been around. Talk about what he's doing in the classroom with that 4.0 GPA.
And I mean, that's just also, there we go.
Mr. Iceberg, we see you.
Why didn't you catch it? He went with the volleyball bounce back. I was hoping for a catch. No, you know, with the thing with Teal is, like, you know you're going to play college basketball, to give up your body like that. That's I mean, that just says that you're doing it for the school, do it for the town. Nice crossover right there.
Finds his 8th grader. 3 no good. Basketball put back. Jaden Basketball all over the offensive boards. It's just first 2 points, but his 4th offensive rebound already.
This run for Somerville, really, I mean, they have controlled the last 4 minutes of this game.
When you looked at that first 3-minute stretch, like, man, being a little bit light on the bench, is this going to hurt this young team? Look at the youngsters stepping up. Teal gives up the rebound. A nice putback from Cameron Hunter. He's the captain, the glue guy. His first 2 points coming at much-needed time after an 8-0 Somerville run.
You love seeing when the captain, like, you know, steps up. The guy doesn't score a whole lot. There's Melvin Teal again. You love when they step up and got to get the shine a little bit.
Yeah. You're right. That shine, Cameron Hunter, a senior forward. He's averaging about 3 and 3. But again, Coach McClain said this is a guy that we are not where we are in this season without him.
Yep, since first in, last out of the gym, 4-year player for West Ashley. He's just an all the right stuff guy, and he holds others accountable.
How about the head fake from Smith? He kicks it to Teal. Teal win 3 no good, but rebounded by the youngster. Great work by Lee Robinson. Here's Smith, no head fake this time, and his 4th triple of the game.
4 threes for Tanner Smith. This is extended out to a 10-point lead for Somerville. Not what I expected to be going into the half. Trey McClain's going to stop the bleeding here. I mean, this is one of those really big momentum swings that I just didn't see coming, but the shots are falling.
How about this? Look at the ball movement on the other end. That head fake's been working. Hand down, man down, a late closeout. And Tanner Smith, he's Mr. Sparky in the first half. He's already got 4 triples.
Yeah, I mean, super impressive. And they've all been at the same spot. They've all been right over here at the same spot. That's kind of, you know, he's getting, and he's wide open. I mean, that's the thing. He is wide open. And as we look right there, that's Ben Snyder right there on the right-hand side of your screen, former West Ashley head coach. So he was only here, I believe, for a year, and then I think he lives up in Somerville, so he decided to take the job up in Somerville as an assistant, you know, kind of the right-hand man. But you look at the Somerville staff. Michael Jenkins also on the staff, former Stratford head coach. So you've got several guys who all have head coaching experience in the Low Country. That's kind of immeasurable to have that kind of experience sitting on your bench. If you're West Ashley now, you really want to get a stop to the bleeding and grab a point here before, get it to single digits before the half.
They go to the bench. Mel Teal gets his first breather of the game. Now they're running a little bit of a 3-2, showing a different look personnel-wise coming out of the timeout. How does West Ashley attack? Kick down. tipped away, back out deep. This is a deep three. Rebounded by Gary, no good. And Somerville, rebounded by Baskerville, goes on a 14-2 run to end the second quarter. What a coaching job by David Long on the back of 4 threes from Tanner Smith and a quiet, easy, calm, cool, collected from Melvin Teal. Who's the defense for West Ashley early? The sharp shooting of Somerville gives him a double-digit lead as we roll into our halftime report.
Diabetic or chronic wound. A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Costa Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. Call Costa Wound Care now and start healing.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job, it's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
At Doctor's Implants, we understand the importance of having a healthy smile. Replacing your failing or missing teeth with full mouth dental implants can be a great way to improve your well-being. The combination of the surgical techniques, the 3D printing, the CAD/CAM milling, we're able to do this at such an unbelievably high level and give patients such great results.
Call now to book your doctor's consultation.
843-212-6752. Again, that's 843-212-6752.
Are you experiencing diabetic or chronic wounds? At Costa Wound Care, your healing is our priority. Our physician-run private practice allows us to prescribe the most up-to-date wound therapy, offer rapid appointments, and ensure you see the same caregivers at each visit. Call Costa Wound Care now and start healing.
Welcome to the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report, America's on-time electrician.
Each week, the Thumbs Up guys are proud to highlight a scholar athlete from each participating school. The student select will have an opportunity to win a $2,500 scholarship at the end of the season. Tonight's scholar athletes are first from Somerville High. She was a baller on the hardwood tonight. It's Miss Molly Daughtry with a 4.992 GPA. I can't even count that high. Molly, a stud in the classroom and a stud on the hardwood. She was an all-low country selection and all-region selection, not only just last year, but in 2023 as well, where she was also an all-state selection in 2023 and 2024. She was named the number 5 prep girls player in the entire class of 2025. In the community, she also volunteers and helps work at camps for basketball and volleyball and help build a house for Habitat for Humanity. Congratulations to Molly. For West Ashley, we saw her in our first high school hoops matchup. It's Ella Crow. Ella Crow with a 4.431 GPA, a stud all-region softball selection in 2023, 2022, and 2021. Ella, now a senior, was selected as an all-region basketball selection just a season ago as well. Congratulations to this week's Thumbs Up Guys scholar athletes. To Molly and to Ella, congratulations.
We're talking scholar athletes right now with the Thumbs Up guys. And guys, what is happening at the Thumbs Up Law Firm these days? What's the biggest things that you guys are working on right now?
Yeah, last week we just had our State of the Firm where we take a look back at what happened in 2024 and we talk about what we're going to do in 2025. So, we're projecting, hiring more people, helping more people in the community, continuing to grow our team and our presence in the community, getting into new markets. So we're really excited about, all the awards of last year, but putting that behind us and saying it's time to focus on 2025.
How important is it to keep giving back, especially to the students here in the area?
Oh, it's one of our pillars that we founded the company on. We wanted to make sure that we were helping people if they were injured, but also helping any other way we could. And that's boots on the ground helping, not just, cutting a check to an organization. We want to be as involved as we can.
The Thumbs Up guys presenting sponsors of our scholar athlete. Looking forward to giving out that check at the end of the season.
We'll be back with more of the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report.
My name is Mike. I got hurt in a car accident here in South Carolina. A good friend of mine told me to call the Thumbs Up guys. They weren't there for a quick buck or quick money. They were there to help me. It was just a blessing. Thank God I picked the right people.
Call us. We're those Thumbs Up guys.
What do we got?
Code 94, circuit breaker.
Let's break it down.
Susie's got dance recital, Kevin has midterms, Dan's trying to watch the game, and I'm just trying to make dinner.
Kevin! Flip the breaker!
We should take a look at that breaker.
Relieved of duty.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Cruise has certified pre-owned and local trade-ins, 172-point inspection, great warranties, and with approved credit, make no payments till April. Together, let's drive. Cruise Chevy on Rivers, CruiseChevrolet.com.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
Welcome to the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report, America's on-time electrician.
Welcome back. It is our educator spotlight. We're going to turn to a former educator, somebody who educated in a whole lot of basketball here at West Ashley High School. Ronnie Dupree joining us now, the legendary head coach. What are your thoughts on the first half? Obviously a pretty good ending for Somerville there.
Yes, Somerville really spurted there at the end. They're playing a little short-handed tonight. They're down 2 starters. But Tanner Smith with his 4 3-pointers and Melvin Teal with his 4 layups. Really making it difficult on West Ashley.
What's it like for you to watch Trey coach? I mean, he's the guy who played for you. First of all, did you think he would be as good as he was playing college basketball? And did you think he'd be as good as he is coaching now at the high school level?
Trey was with us for 3 years, and at the beginning of his career at practice, it was, don't let Trey throw the ball inbound. Don't let Trey do this. Don't let Trey do that. By the time he was a senior, we wouldn't let anybody else but Trey do it. He became an outstanding all-around player, a real stat sheet stuffer, had a great college career, and he's doing a fantastic job with these young players here at West Ashley.
How cool is that when you're a coach and you see, him playing in the NCAA tournament, and you see Brett Toth playing in the Super Bowl? Like, what's that like, knowing that, like, you saw these guys at the high school level and then you see him at the top of their sport?
It's just a proud feeling, not just from me, but from everybody here at West Ashley High School. Everybody's proud of all these things that those 2 young men have accomplished, and other guys as well. But we're real proud of them. They were class students, they were class athletes, and they represent West Ashley tremendously well.
What are you up to these days? Retirement treating you well?
Retirement's treating me pretty well. I have a couple little part-time gigs, driving a shuttle out of Kiowa Island for some caddies. I don't do anything real strenuous.
Do you miss the sidelines or no?
I miss the sidelines. I don't miss washing the uniforms and getting the food and riding the bus and getting home at 11:30 and starting school at 7:15. I don't miss that.
And soon enough, they'll be wrangling up NIL money to get them on the court.
Yeah, that won't be very much fun either.
No, that is legendary coach Ronnie Dupree joining us. We'll see you with some more basketball after the break.
We'll be back with more of the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report.
I stepped on a wood screw, and I went and saw 2 other doctors, and they wanted to amputate my foot. I heard about Coastal Wound Care. Dr. Gregory and his staff saved my foot. They did a wonderful job, and I can walk.
Contact Coastal Wound Care today.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
What's next?
Code 12, flickering lights.
What if it's a ghost this time?
Please enter.
Definitely a ghost.
I've seen malarkey like this before. Classic bad wiring.
We got this.
Thank you.
See, Pete, no ghosts.
Oh no, this place is totally haunted.
See, Jane?
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
When I first came to Coastal Wound Care, I was on crutches. I thought I was going to lose my leg, but
Dr. Gregory assured me that he had everything under control. Now I'm at the point where I'm able to walk and the wound is healed.
Contact Coastal Wound Care today and start healing.
Welcome to the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report, America's on-time electrician.
Tonight's company's high school hoops, driven by Cruz Chevrolet. We welcome you back into the Mr. Sparky's halftime report. Scotty, what stood out to you? The defense early for West Ashley was hounding.
Yeah, no question about it. Yeah, West Ashley turned defense into offense. That's what really got them out on the run, is when they were able to turn defense into offense. It looked really, really good. Of course, the guys who they expect to play well did, but Tanner Smith, those shots, those three-point shots were just falling.
He was fantastic. Both teams showing each other a zoom. There was Damon Jr. He had 8. Damani White 9 for West Ashley. That a team high. But on the other end, the youngster Reed Robinson had a 3 in the corner. But here's more West Ashley defense. Here's Damani White getting out in transition. Nice little finger roll. Their ability around the rim was almost as impressive, jumping in those passing lanes.
No question about it. There's the three-pointer right there. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, we've got second half action.
We'll be back with more of the Mr. Sparky Halftime Report.
My name is Mike. I got hurt in a car accident here in South Carolina.
I saw the reviews for the Thumbs Up guys were great, so I decided to give them a call.
They were there to help me.
I had nothing to worry about.
It was just a blessing. Thank God I picked the right people.
We're those Thumbs Up guys.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job, it's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. As a physician-run private practice, we prioritize your needs, providing the time and attention you deserve. Our dedicated team is here for you. We offer next-day appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
Tons of local trades, nearly all makes and models, certified pre-owned car, Bravo certified, and make no payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. CruiseChevrolet.com and Cruise Chevy on Rivers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's our season finale. Friday Night Rivals, now high school hoops, all brought to you by Knight's Company, a proud sponsor of all high school athletics here in the Charleston, South Carolina area. A 10-point lead for the Green Wave as we get things going in the second half. This is JoJo Taylor being defended difficultly by Kendall Mack. West Ashley showing a little bit of press. Here's Junior and big Melvin Teal. Teal had 10 in that first half. Here's the big fella dancing with the ball across the timeline.
Teal was really, really good in that second quarter, really set the tone for that Somerville 14-2 run. He was the guy.
He had 8 of his 10 in the second quarters. Here's another triple from Smith. This time no good. Bouncing around, fighting for that loose ball, the youngster. How about that? Coming away with it, Reed Robinson.
You think if he outstats his brother hears about it tonight?
I think he does, absolutely. Here's Melvin Teal. Nasty fall. He wanted the and one finish. Frustrated with himself, but loved the energy around the boards. As you mentioned the 10, so good in that second quarter. 8 of his 10 coming in that second quarter.
Yeah.
But all 10 in the paint as well.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just an impressive player. I mean, he's going to be up there with guys that you remember in the low country for Megan and Mark. You know, I don't know if he's going to get that state title. He came super close to it, but he'll go down as one of the greats in Somerville's, basketball history. No doubt about that.
These free throws brought to you by Doctors Implant, empowering people through full dental implants. Melvin Teal to the charity stripe. His first free throw attempts of the game. You see him grimacing a little bit as the officials having a quick conversation as they look like they're cleaning up a little wet spot underneath the basket. Melvin Teal, Scott, you talked about taking on a little bit more of a workload. It doesn't seem like it's phased the 6'3", 215-pounder. He goes, all right, it's just another challenge. You may have lost some shooting on the perimeter, which really helps like a guy like Teal, who does everything on penetration.
Yeah, he hasn't had the opportunity. And look, West Ashley has been guarding him out on the perimeter as well. He's not getting wide open looks, but that being said, he's getting down into the paint and scoring. And a lot of second chances as well. And that's the nice thing about what he does. He's not afraid to go up, grab some rebounds. You know, he misses the layup, he'll pull it down and go right back up with it. He's a fearless player. Sheer Smith took a spill right there, but he's A-okay.
Teal knocks down the second. He's up to 11, the lead up to 11. And this is where Coach Long's had to get creative defensively. Here's that 3-2. They've shown some 1-3-1. Not a lot of man with a lot of youngsters on the floor. Put these kids in the best position to succeed. Now there are the youngsters at the top of that 3-2. Forcing another unforced error, this time on Damani White.
Yeah, I think Damani White wanted a foul, but didn't get to travel out of it. So Somerville gets the ball, and again, with an 11-point lead, Somerville's got to feel pretty good with where they're at right now.
How about that interview at halftime? So cool to see Ronnie Dupree in the building, the legend we said before the half. Coming out of our next media timeout, we'll have the principal of West Ashley we talked to earlier this season. So excited to have him on our broadcast to talk about the incredible things happening at West Ashley High. Corner three, nice find from Teal. JoJo Taylor can't get it to go, and Damani White will scamper away with the rebound. Another unforced error is Somerville's kind of flipped this game upside down. Is the official's actually going to say this was tipped by Somerville, and possession will stay home with the Wildcats.
Yeah, an interesting thing is that, you know, I thought that West Ashley would be able to go inside a little easier on Somerville. You know, obviously Yasir Smith's pretty good, but Corbin Gary doesn't have a point in the game, and Jackson Terrell doesn't have a point in the game. So West Ashley, obviously they've done a lot in transition, a lot off the steals, but they haven't just gone down low to their big guys and gotten any points tonight.
Much better ball movement. This is Cam Brown attacking the basket. Going to force the foul on Mel Teal. That'll be his second. We'll send Cam Brown to the line. That's something that we haven't seen do. To be quite frank, I haven't seen a 3-2 zone in a very long time. I think it's kind of thrown Jay McClain, not necessarily his coaching style off, but like, you got to run a different offense in order to beat a zone. Sometimes you settle going, hey, we're struggling to get to our front court guys.
Right.
So right now you've seen a lot.
Several times this year, just to fit the person. That's the big thing. It's got to fit the personnel, what we do. And you know, look, he's an X's and O's guy. He's a really good X's and O's guy. He's been doing it for a long time. And so, you know, he'll always come up with things. And nice thing in his back pocket, he's got guys like Ronnie Dupree, and he's got guys like Greg Elliott, guys who have done the X's and O's for decades in the Low Country. They're all super close. You see them at games together all the time, college games, always looking to get smarter, to get better at their craft.
Nice move from Baskerville. A crafty move to get into the paint. Nice little floater over the top. Contract exterior is getting its money worth. Outside of Tanner Smith, those are the only threes of the game for Somerville. Damon Jr.'s got one for West Ashley. But everything else coming in the paint because of feistiness defense.
Reed Robinson has been fearless in this game for an 8th grader. I mean, he's on the floor diving for loose balls. That's going to get you a whole lot of pats on the back when you're in 8th grade and diving all over, getting loose balls and doing the dirty work. I mean, that is going to endear you to your teammates.
See another spot here. Yeah, 5:37 to go. Hey, here's the deal. Scotty, you're the legend here. I'm going to step us out. We're going to bring on the principal of West Ashley High School. Bring him on right now. Show some love. Some incredible things happening here at the West Ashley community.
All right, we'll bring in Andrew Brent as his team looks to erase an 11-point deficit. First question, big one. How did Tyson Azevedo do right there with the mop? Did he get this thing dried up?
I think he did. He always does. He's out here almost every game. He helps in any way he can. Appreciate you having us on.
So you were up in Columbia today. Anything going on in Columbia for West Ashley High School, or was it just a fun trip to the Riverbank Zoo or something like that?
Just part of the first-year principal training. It's mandated for all principals, but I was happy to be able to get back here and catch the second half of an exciting game.
Yeah, so far so good with the game. It's been super exciting. West Ashley got out to an early lead. How happy are you with the season and the way it's gone so far?
I'm extremely happy. You know, we have a young team here, but both, you know, men's and women's teams are thriving. We've seen a ton of growth already, and, you know, even though we're down right now, the guys are playing hard, the community's out. We got a strong student section still here, so again, it's just an exciting time to be a Wildcat.
How cool is it as a principal when you see signing day? I think you had 7 guys last week on signing day, guys and girls, I should say. How exciting is that as a principal when you see them kind of moving their academics forward?
Yeah, it's extremely exciting. You know, anytime we see any of our students that are, you know, going on to better themselves, they put in so much work to get where they are, you know, academically, athletically. Anytime a student is making strides and doing what they want to do, you know, for their future, there's nothing better than that.
Final question for you. I know a lot of people always ask about the football coaching search. How's it going? How stressful is it to find the right guy?
Listen, it's always stressful. You want to make sure you have the right fit. You know, we're very fortunate. We know what we have here. We've got a ton of great athletes. We just want to make sure we have the right person to come in and you know, continue building on the success of these other athletic programs we've got.
Awesome. Principal Rent, good to see you. Thanks for making the trip down from Columbia.
It's great to see you. Thank you.
As we head into a, it's not a media timeout. We're good to go. We're just playing basketball here. Jackal jumped back on.
Right.
I thought we were going into a media timeout, and apparently I need to talk to your math department about my math skill. But here we go with Somerville at the free throw line. That is Jaquez Walker shooting 2 for the Green Wave, who are up 41-28. Man, the guy just drove all the way in for that interview. Heck yeah, we got him some airtime.
I gotta tell you, he looked a lot better in this seat than I did. I didn't even come back.
Hey, he wasn't doing play-by-play. He was talking academics, which is a little more in his wheelhouse.
Even better, I can't even spell academics. Walker misses it, but look at Melvin Teal fighting for a rebound off the free throw. He'll be fouled by Cam Brown, his first, team 4th. Coach Long fired up. 13-point lead. Scotty, I got to tell you, after the first 30 seconds of this game, you knew with Melvin Teal there was going to be no quit in this team, but it's been a really impressive show, especially on the defense side of the ball.
It has. I really thought coming out here with 10 guys, West Ashley would be able to just run them down, and they haven't. And look, so much of the credit goes to Melvin Teal. Even on not a great shooting night, he's managed to get in the paint and do what he's got to do. He hasn't had great looks from the outside, but he is, you know, kind of the one guy in this whole game that you feel super confident that he's got the ball, things are going to go right for his team. Granted, you know, what he's gotten around him is some really, really good help. And Tanner Smith, with those 4 3-pointers, is a difference maker in this game as well.
Teal goes 1 of 2. It's going to be a lane violation, though, it appears, on West Ashley. He'll have another shot at the charity stripe. That's the young man I want to brag on. While you were interviewing the principal, how about 2 really nice floaters from Jaden Baskerville? A better find to send another guy to the free throw line. It's been the supporting cast that has helped alleviate some of the tension off the big shoulders of Melvin Teal.
No question about it. You see Smith out of the game. He's had to, you know, sit some time here. And so, you know, when other guys can step up and pick up, and now Melvin Teal's going to check out and catch a breather. They're going to have to give these guys a little breather to, you know, look, you're up 15 points. Like, let's give them a little breather. So if we need them back in the 4th quarter, we can have them at full strength in the 4th quarter. That being said, you see her out, Melvin out. If you're West Ashley, the time is now if you're going to do something. Granted, he knows he's got a media timeout coming up pretty shortly. And there we got a big-time dunk. Jackson Terrell, that's exactly what West Ashley wanted to do. Big 2-hand slam for the big man.
Little bunny hop and Corbin Gary. The front court of West Ashley starting to flex.
Yep, I mean, this is exactly what you know, David Long knew he had the media timeout coming up, so that was a little bit of an out of control.
Oh, this is a scary sight to see, man. This is a team that dedicates themselves to sacrificing the body. This is Jaden Baskerville taking a charge. We'll let you know about his health when we come back. But nothing to talk about here. The thunderous dunk from Jackson Terrell takes us to break. Deficit cut to 13 when we return.
How well do you really know people? What is the main reason to grow a beard? We look at questions from 2 opposite points of view. We asked married women, single men, and the right answers could lead to big money. It's time to take a ride on the flip side.
Tomorrow at 4 on MyTV Charleston.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Never seen before in daytime. Judy Justice.
Tomorrow at 3 on MyTV Charleston.
These are our neighbors. When one of our neighbors needs help, we want to be there for them. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you are a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
When you come home, do you love what you see? You will when you choose Hardy Siding from Contract Exteriors. Only Hardy products are engineered for climate. They're specifically designed to stand up to the heat, humidity, and hurricanes of South Carolina, helping ensure your home stays looking beautiful for years to come. Discover your perfect homecoming by visiting contractexteriors.com. When it's time to re-side, come home to something better.
You've got a friend in the used car business.
Used cars, trucks, and SUVs, local trade-ins, 172-point inspection with great warranty options. No payments till April with approved credit. Together, let's drive. Details at cruisechevrolet.com.
It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Crew Chevrolet. These Somerville fans that made the trek down the west of the Ashley, they got to be super fired up about this performance so far. Being led by Melvin Teal with a game-high 13, but a 13-point lead with 3:53 to go. This exactly the recipe that David Long wrote up for tonight's contest. So we welcome you back.
I think there's an unruly student, is what the ref said. There was an unruly student he wanted to have removed, I believe, is what we're seeing right now. Tyson Azevedo is going to be the muscle here.
Former baseball coach back in the day for myself over at Wando High School. Now Tyson Azevedo, kind of a jack of all trades out here at West Ashley.
I still don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah. Trying to keep you guys updated as there's a little delay and pause in the action. Not sure if the student darted out of here. Our officials have taken care of business. As tensions and emotions at maybe an all-time high so far right now. Let's get back to the matters. We got some hard work to take care of.
I'm not sure I saw anything that was worth arguing about. I mean, I thought it was a pretty obvious offensive foul, and Baskerville, I think, understood that. He was just, lost his wind.
Here's a deep three. Tanner Smith was red hot in that first half. It's going to come up empty. Terrell, how about
There's
this little
Melvin
find?
Teal. Wow.
Great steal from JoJo Taylor. Just rips it right out of the hands of Terrell.
Yeah, that's just heads-up basketball right there, and being, your ball is there, go for it.
Teal's got 15, lead back to 15. This is the 8th grader tripping. Devontae White kicks to the corner. Fighting in the corner. Here's a triple team and an errant pass. Oh, nice save from Kamani Robinson.
Yep, and here's Jackson Terrell with the ball. He's got to feel the juice after that dunk in the opening minute.
Going up and down, and right now, Somerville doing a great job of muddying the waters in the half-court set.
Yep.
Terrell with an offensive rebound. Brings that ball low, fighting through.
Really nice play by Terrell right there. Not only sticking with it, but getting the ball, getting it up above his head, off the glass, in with the foul. Terrell's been very good when he's in, especially when Yasir Smith is out. It's a great advantage now, as Yasir Smith comes and checks back in for Somerville.
Smith will check in for Walker. Now, something else to keep an eye on. I believe that's the 3rd personal foul on Melvin Teal. Coach Long trusting his savvy senior to stay out there and play with those 3 fouls. Terrell looking to convert the and one, and he will.
Terrell's going to be a really special player. I mean, he's got size. He's only a sophomore. He's still growing, and Trey McLean said he's a guy that, he's going to play Division I basketball.
He's averaging 7.5 points per game, 5 rebounds. Guy coming off the bench, too. Imagine having 6'7" coming off the bench.
Absolutely.
There's Taylor, West Ashley in the chest, playing him and picking him up full court right now. This is Damani White guarding Teal. Nice little kick to the corner. Here's the 8th grader. Off the front iron, no good from Reed Robinson.
You just got to keep the confidence. Yeah. If he's an 8th grader, he might go down with confidence pretty easily. You just got to tell him, keep shooting, man. You're in 8th grade. Yeah. Keep shooting. And I think he's played so hard. He's been on the floor. He's gotten for loose balls. Yeah, he missed a couple shots, but he also hit the one early. I'd say just keep on shooting.
He hasn't played like that. No hesitation in that shot. Right? He's playing with the confidence of a guy that's been there, done that, even though he hasn't been impressed with the fight of Reed Robinson. as Tanner Smith picks up his second personal. He'll check in Derek, or DJ Grant, as his coaches call him. Smith, who's got those 4 threes, had all 4 in that first half. With 2 to go here in the third quarter, Somerville holds on to that 12-point lead. West Ashley inbound. It'll be Mack. Mack over to Robinson. Robinson wing 3, rattling in and out. And the big fella, Yasir Smith, will rebound. And this is going to be a big, oh wow. It's another big time moment in the game. Because this is going to be the third personal foul on Yasir Smith.
And David Long's not happy about that one. David Long really hasn't argued all night.
Yeah, and to me, he's in great position. Yep. Our officials all season long have been fantastic.
And look, David Long is telling Yasir Smith, man, I don't agree with that call. You did a good job. You did have good position.
Teal underneath, rolling up, and
Teal has done a job on Corbin Gary tonight.
Yes, he has. Gary, he's been their senior front court guy. Look at Teal. The patience, the strength, the physicality. Tucker, big fella. He's got 17 now.
Yep. Got a 14-point lead. This has really been, I mean, after that West Ashley, after Somerville kind of had that run, they escaped that run.
Starting to take care of the basketball. No turnovers, no problems. Somerville has gotten off to a substantial lead. As Corbin Gary offensive rebound. No foul, no problem. How about
Jackson Terrell? That's another. Every one of his layups has been a tough layup, and he's keeping him in this game right now.
Deficit back to 12. Terrell's got 7, 5 of which coming in the third quarter. West Ashley will go to a 2-3 zone. Here's JoJo Taylor being defended by Kamani Robinson. Guarding Teal. 50 to go as Teal will keep that dribble. And will pass kind of errantly. Looked like he may have been fouled. And they're going to say this is out on Somerville West Ashley basketball.
We'll take a look at it right here. There's Melvin Teal, that last layup he had. He's just really, and look on defense, Gary has not had an easy shot all night. That wasn't an easy shot for Jackson Terrell either, but man, he got that one to go. Nicely done for him.
Here's Teal being defended on the other end. Harlem Globetrotter-esque as he dribbles it away. On the other side, Gary misses an offensive putback. DJ Grant will slow things down with 30 to go. Here comes Teal. Block, charge, crucial call. If it's a charge, it's his 4th, and it looks like it's going to be a block on Kendall Mack. His second personal, and that's going to be the 15th foul on West Ashley.
Take another look at it.
That feet's still moving.
Yeah, he's moving.
No doubt about it. I think Melvin Teal's having a conversation, say it was in the act of shooting. He's going to run over to the sidelines, going to grab that mop as they clear out the spot. There's your guy in the camo. The shirt, silly. Big right foot, though. He's doing it for everybody here at West Ashley. Clean up the floor. He's doing the kicking duties, heading to the Citadel next year. And Scotty, that might be your favorite T-shirt you've seen in the student section this year.
That's a good student section shirt. I like that.
That shirt will play at McAllister Fieldhouse next season.
I don't think. Yeah,
There's your thumbs up. Oh, he's right back in the action.
He's back.
This kid's TV ready.
Look at this. Future Citadel kicker, Maurice Drayton. Aren't you proud of his shirt? I love hot moms.
He's proud of the work effort. As a cadet next year, a knob. Yeah, there's the thumbs up.
Give a thumbs up.
There
thumbs
you go.
up.
Round of applause. It's a team effort tonight.
He's a great interview, too. We got him on signing day. He was outstanding. Pretty cool. He's in a kick for the Citadel, and his dad actually kicked for the Citadel as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Family lineage.
Yep.
You think that shirt was passed down, too, like the big great leg? I bet not. No deal. He's going to miss both. Rebound to go by Walker. Walker kicks to the youngster. And the youngster.
Knocked it down, the 8th grader with a huge three-pointer to bust it out to a 15-point lead for Somerville. Wow.
Mr. Sparky, meet Lee Robinson. His second triple. He's got 6. Lead to 15.
Something tells me we're going to be calling his name plenty in the future.
Nice cross-court find. Here's Kendall Mack. Deep 3, no good. Rebounded underneath. Gary, no good. Big zeros.
That was
big
tremendous by Melvin Teal not to pick up a foul there with those 2 blocks.
How about a 15-point lead? Mel Teal, the best shirt we've seen in high school sports all year. 1 quarter to go. A smile for everybody. Don't go anywhere. Throw your fours up. I'm going to go buy that shirt on Amazon tonight.
We help people who've been hurt, period. We want everyone that comes to our office to leave satisfied. Then we know we did our job. If you were a loved one or injured in South Carolina, call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
It becomes a harsh reality whenever you don't have a nice smile. It was a lot of my wife and myself trying to find somebody that was local that we could trust. Here's Doctor's Implant saying, hey, we got your back. Your life is going to change for the better. I can't stop smiling now. It feels great. It feels natural. It looks natural. Just do it. 100% it's worth it.
Call now to find out how full mouth dental implants could change your life.
Call now, 843-212-6752. Again, that's 843-212-6752.
At Knights Companies, we're not just in the business of concrete. We're in the business of building relationships. For over 3 generations, our family has proudly served our communities. Join us at Knights Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build. Knights Companies, excellence in concrete, built on family values.
Cruise has certified pre-owned and local trade-ins, 172-point inspection, great warranties, and with approved credit, make no payments till April. Together, let's drive. Cruise Chevy on Rivers, CruiseChevrolet.com.
You've got a friend in the used car business. Yes, you do.
It's Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Cruise Chevrolet. A quarter to go during our high school slate. Thank you to all at Sinclair Broadcasting. We've had it all tonight. A 15th first varsity debut. We've had the Macarena. We've had sweet student section shirts. We've had it all. We got legendary Ronnie Dupree interview. We got a principal interview coming all the way back from Columbia just to talk with you, Scotty.
Absolutely. Not to talk to me. I was just, kissing up knowing that my daughter might need some academic help in a couple of years, I just got to stay on the guy's good side,
That's it. That's all it is.
Quick timeout here in the fourth quarter, right out of the rip. It was Trey McLean that called it.
Trey McLean called it. They throw that trap in the corner. You can kind of see how they want to break it down. So much of their offense predicated on what they do on the defensive side of the ball. Averaging 61 points per night. They're forcing teams to turn the ball over 17.5 times per game. Somerville saw 6 turnovers in like the first 6 minutes of play.
Right.
5 of those deals turning into points for West Ashley. But since then, the Green Wave have really taken care of the rock and thus taken care of the scoreboard.
They have. They've been really, really good, and it shows you. You take care of the ball, and you've got a guy like Melvin Teal who's just popping them in left and right. He's getting free throws, getting to the line. Yeah. They've been able to do it with Yasir Smith on the bench quite a bit in the second half, especially.
Yeah, here's the deal. Taylor's average is 18-7-6. He's already got 17, and he's just making it look easy. All of those points come to the paint. Taking 3 trips to the charity stripe as West Ashley looking to answer. Moving the ball much better. Great team rebounding as DJ Grant will scamper away with the rock. Here's JoJo Taylor in transition. No good. Walker cleans it up. Can't go. Now here come the Wildcats.
There's Damani White.
Transition 3, no good.
And West Ashley has gone cold. Yeah. I mean, they have gone absolutely cold from out, from deep. And you try to shoot your way back in here in the fourth quarter, you can't go cold in that situation.
Told you, averaging 61 a game. Now, they are only a 27% three-point shooting team. They, too, like to get into the paint, but this has been Melvin Teal's game in the break. And a massive foul call. Talk about a swing.
And that is 4 on Melvin Teal.
An opportunity for Melvin Teal, but instead, the big-time senior point guard has now just picked up his 4th foul.
And look at Mac right there, just leaving his body out there, sliding right into Tim Fennell.
I was going to say, his head lands right at the feet of cameraman extraordinaire Tim Fennell, who's in the scissor lifter in football season. He's under the basket. I think now he has gotten hit in every single one of our 5 basketball games.
He absolutely has. I give credit for Mac, because Melvin Teal is coming at you. That's like a Mac truck. Dame Jr., that's 3.
Dame Jr., he's got a team high 11. No
and
Teal.
A steal, and we're down to 12 right now.
We're going to get a jump ball.
And it's going to go down the other way.
It's going to go the other way. Somerville possession. We saw that three brought to you by Mr. Sparky Dane Jr., our player to watch tonight, a transfer in. Played on a really talented Charleston Raptors AAU team.
The question is, if you're David Long, do you keep Melvin Teal out now, or do you just let Melvin Teal try to, just stay in there, get as much as you can, try to build that lead? Because it's just every time he's in, they're getting the lead, and every time he's out, West Ashley can make a little bit of a run. What do you do with him with 4 fouls?
It feels like a wait maybe to the media timeout as West Ashley will look to continue to play. Here's Gary.
Finally, Corbin Gary gets one to go. We're in a 10-point game right now. It is tough to keep Melvin Teal out because this has happened 2-3 times now where Teal comes out and it's an immediate 5 points for West Ashley.
That West Ashley press hitting a little bit different without the flagger commit on the floor. Wise timeout by JoJo Taylor as we've just gotten a quick 5-0 run from the Wildcats. This game's got a
totally different ball game right now. When Melvin Teal is out of the game, it is a completely different ball game.
Well, who's a guy that you might want to lean on is we'll take a second to walk away from this game and talk about something that really matters. We saw him last week. If you have not been alerted to, Scotty's done a great job of telling the story of Quentin Hollis this week.
Yeah, Quentin Hollis battling hard. We saw him. He had the wheelchair last week. He had the cane. So much of the equipment that he's needed has been graciously donated by those around the low country, financially have helped. There's just so many things that come along with this cancer battle, and we're pulling for Q. He's one of the best. We love seeing him walk in that gym. So if you can take out your phone, hit that QR code with it and give what you can to Quentin Hollis over at Oceanside Collegiate. So glad we've been able to do this all season long here on High School Hoops, driven by Knights Companies and Crew Chevrolet.
Every dollar matters for a family that needs our help. Charleston's done a great job wrapping their arms around the Hollis family and Oceanside community as a whole. And now a 7-0 run. That's Corbin Gary, averaging 5 a night. He's got 4 in the last 30 seconds of play.
This is the time to come alive, and he has.
Here's West Ashley, that press. Defense starting to get a little animated as Baskerville kick to the corner.
Almost a travel there on Reed.
Robinson, nice little wraparound pass. Baskerville getting into the paint. Turning the floor with a travel. You've got 4 turnovers in the last 4 possessions for Summerville.
There's Corbin Gary getting it to go. A little wildcat dead roll he got right there. And we got an 8-point game with West Ashley in possession of the ball.
A 7-0 run to start this 4th quarter after Melvin Teal picked up his 4th. How about his block? Jaquez Walker out of nowhere.
That was a great pass. But again, West Ashley, huge defensive play there by Damian Jr.
Ball rattling around. It's going to be a kickball violation underneath. Might be a great pause in the action as Tanner Smith goes futsal on us. Gives a little bit breather. 5 possessions in a row, 5 steals for the Wildcats.
It's the same scenario as the first half. It's like almost like a mirror image, a carbon copy of what happened in the first half, turning that defense into offense. Also, nobody's gotten more steps in tonight than Tyson Azevedo with that mock. Corbin Gary again, 6 straight points for him, and we got a 6-point ball game here west of the Ashley River.
Here's the press. Tanner Smith in the corner. He wants a long 3. Can he put him into the no-head? Nope, but Jaquez Walker will with a nice little putback offensive rebound. He's got 4, lead back to 8. But before I can breathe, Donnie White on the other side. He's not down 11.
6-point game. You can just tell the intensity level has raised.
Tanner Smith, his 5th triple. No Mel, no problem. Lead back to 9.
I feel like Damian Jr. is kind of been everywhere lately. You kind of want to get him the ball. You feel like he's feeling, even though he hasn't. Gary's hit a bunch of the shots, but they've been kind of set up by Junior.
Oh, wow. I thought this may have been a charge. Kendall Matt going airborne, sliding underneath. This is the sweet finish from Damani White. Then on the other end, Travis Smith, his 5th triple.
And Tanner Smith looks really confident in taking that shot wherever he is. Oh, he might have.
His feet look set to me.
Yeah, he looked like he had position there, but West Ashley might have gotten away with one. You still have to hit the free throws, though.
Baskerville, they say, got there late as Matt taking advantage of the miss. He's up to 6. Deficit to 8.
And you can tell Teal is just anxious to get me back in that game. Let me settle things down. Because even though Somerville's had a couple buckets, it does feel kind of unsettling for the Green Wave right now.
Kendall Mack up to 7, deficit to 7, and you're right. Teal and Yasir Smith on the bench. Smith with 3, Teal with 4.
You got to pressure a backup point guard if you're West Ashley.
How about this guard? Stop it. He's 6'3". Tanner Smith, legacy dinner, up to 18. Big-time players making big-time plays in big-time moments. Kendall Mack with a response.
That was almost Dame Jr. over the top right there.
Gary keeps it alive. Mack a little out of control. Ball innocently falls out of bounds with 4:03 to go in the corner. Teal beside himself, but smiling as Tanner Smith has gone bonkers here at West Ashley. Mack wants to end it.
Mack knocks it down.
This game's getting feisty. Kendall Mack's now got 10. What a ball game.
And now we're going to that media timeout so they can draw up that fine.
3:57 to go for a high school hoop slate, and Tanner Smith making it one to remember.
Yeah.
He's got 18 on 6 threes. The Green Wave hold on. They lead by 7 when we return.
Hello? You gotta get your story straight. What an idiot. Get it through your noodle. Don't give a rat's behind. That's below.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Never seen before in daytime.
In front of millions of people.
Judy Justice.
Tomorrow at 3 on My TV Charleston.
Love conquers all, and that's what I love about this show.
Tomorrow at 6 on My TV Charleston.
Ever wonder what it's like to work at Knight's Companies? It's more than just a job. It's family. Here, you're not just another employee. You're a valued member of a team dedicated to excellence and innovation in concrete construction. We're united by our passion for building the future together. Join us at Knight's Companies, where your career thrives in an environment that values people, integrity, leadership, and excellence. Discover why our team is at the heart of everything we build.
What do we got?
Code 27, freezer failure.
Sounds like a cold case.
The freezer's not freezing, and Timmy's party's today.
What's with the igloo?
Can't have a pool party without popsicles, right, honey?
I'll check the breaker.
Here's your problem. Fried circuit.
Best not to overload your outlets.
All set.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Here's the deal. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Our final thumbs up, guys. Fan camp of the season. Thumbs up, guys. Your personal injury attorneys, winning cases, winning your trust. This West Ashley student section exhilarated by the run here in the fourth quarter. Maybe this guy, this young man, Tanner Smith, a legacy game for the senior guard who, Scotty, he told you, had to overcome a lot just to get back in this program. Frankly, they go, hey, he was a glue guy, a guy that really helped lead by his voice. But with some guys exiting the program, Tanner Smith has stepped up, and he's done so in a huge way.
Yeah, he's been really good and just so confident in that shot when he takes it.
He leads this team in charges taken, so selfless. But tonight it's been the three-point shot, all 6 of them.
West Ashley wants to get out and run here.
Here's Junior. It's going to be a foul underneath. He'll be on the floor in the act of shooting. Damon Jr., our senior player to watch for West Ashley.
I think it's Jaquez Walker with the foul there.
Yep, looks like they did get it on Walker. That's going to be the 3rd team foul on Somerville. I believe just the 2nd on Walker. As Junior knocks down the 1st. This free throw is brought to you by Southeastern Spine Institute, helping hurt people of all ages get back to their active lives. A little shrug is Trey McClain in the ears of the official. The lead, the largest at 15. They cut it to 6 before Tanner Smith went bonkers before we headed to break.
Yeah, absolutely. Just been a great game of runs. And they've been impressive runs. Each of them have been impressive runs. You know, the Somerville runs have certainly been spurned by those, the big shots by Tanner Smith. West Ashley has picked up the defense every time they've gone on a run and turned that defense into offense, especially when Teal's out of the game.
Junior and Teal kind lot of tussling at the top of the key as Tanner Smith dances away from the defenders. Frankly, he's tackled from behind by Damani White. That's going to be the first team foul on West Ashley. Is White a little slow to his feet. That's his third personal. Yasir Smith with 3:16 to go will check back in for Somerville. And you can tell Junior doing everything he can.
Yeah, Junior's trying to get under Teal's skin, and he's laughing about it. But I don't see Teal as the kind of guy who's going to get overly frustrated.
It's just about picking up that fifth foul, trying to draw it any way he can. Because frankly, in my opinion, this might be the best player in the state of South Carolina. Melvin Teal with all 17. The do-it-all box score bully handles the rock with 3 to go here at West Ashley. Teal going to be fouled by Junior.
Yeah, you can get, you can jaw at each other all you want, but ultimately, you got to play in control.
Yeah.
You could try to get under his skin all you want, but you got to play in control.
And I love the gamesmanship, right?
Yeah.
Hey, these are two guys that actually played together on the Charleston Raptors, so a lot of this mutual respect, but wanting to get in the best of your buddy as Teal. Shot at the basket.
Teal is just so much thicker than Junior. It's like looking at the two of them.
Junior, look at the ball handling. Teal kicks to the corner.
Oh, he's out of bounds.
Yep.
It was the elbow that got out of bounds. Elbow out of bounds. That's West Ashley ball.
See Lee Robson, who's got the 2 knockdown threes, just getting a little sped up there as Somerville clinging on to that 5-point lead with 2:45 to go. An opportunity to clinch a playoff home game, potentially a bye, depending on how the seeding shakes out. A lot on the line. West Ashley down 15 at the start of the fourth. Can they continue to cut in? And Damon Jr. He's got 16.
58-56, man. Talk about coming into the season with a gem and leaving the season on a gem.
But Somerville constantly with an effort. Lead back to 4. Great floater from JoJo Taylor. What a basketball game. 60-56 with 2:05 to go. Somerville sitting back in a 3-2. Smith. Teal underneath is.
I think that was off Tanner Smith.
Tanner
West
Smith
Ashley should keep the ball.
See, there's that fine. Great Mr. Sparky 3 from Junior. Nice response from JoJo Taylor. That little lefty. Gary stays vertical. No problem from Taylor.
You know what would be pretty cool if one day Junior has a child and names him Junior, so he would be Junior, Junior, Junior.
I like the scissor staple.
Better than Junior, Junior, Junior.
Well, the way he's playing tonight, Damon Jr. can do no wrong. Here's that 3-2 Junior hiding at the bottom of that zone. Here's Kendall Mack being guarded at the top. Stepping right into it. There's Damani White. He's up to 14. A quick timeout from Trey McClain. And the 15-point deficit. Erased quickly.
Reached all but 1 point. Somerville still has not given up that lead, but man, is the momentum on the side of the Wildcats. A 14-2 run to end the first half for Somerville, and now a 14-point deficit erasure by West Ashley in the second half. You talk about a game of runs. This is a game of runs.
And how bookended it was, right? It all happened when Mel Teal picks up that 4th foul.
And he's got to play a little more cautious right now.
Yep, and West Ashley knows it, going right at the heart of that defense.
Absolutely.
And this is exactly how the game started, when West Ashley's been able to speed it up, go chaotic. That's where they've gotten some of out of their ball game. When some of those muddied the waters, playing the half-court set, brilliant IQ of David Long, they have dominated this contest with a minute 40 to go. Whew.
Yeah, I mean, even when Somerville was up 15, I don't think you ever felt like West Ashley was out of the game. I don't think Somerville was ever comfortable with that lead. They just went on an absolute tear, but West Ashley has just chopped right back down.
Well, Knights Companies, we've seen that trophy hoisted by West Ashley in our first week of the year. West Ashley with a game-winning free throw with no time on the clock from Jackson Terrell. They hoisted that All-American Awards trophy. They're a minute and a half away and a point down to doing it again.
This is when stars shine. I don't take the ball out of Melvin Teal's hands very much. if I'm Somerville at this point.
Here's JoJo Taylor, little dribble handoff with Fat Smith. Taylor being guarded heavily by Mack. Little 5-second call potentially as they kick to Tanner Smith. Smith will dribble on. Guarded by White. Here's Damon Jr. in the chest of Melvin Teal. Jumping those passing lanes. You know someone wants to put the ball in the hands of a trusty big point guard. And with 1:10 to go, how much of this clock do you start to milk a little bit if you're David Long?
I feel like it's just so tight right now. I mean, look, 1 point wins the game. You can milk it as long as you can until they're gonna put it in Teal's hands. Let him go to the line if they're gonna foul. But you're not going to the line right now.
Yeah. Oh, great timeout from David Long. Gets caught picking up his dribble. And right, no shot clock in the state of South Carolina.
Clock, and nobody's going to the line. I mean, you got to be in the act of shit. Interesting. Yeah, I think you take the air out of the ball. I feel like taking the air out of the ball if you're Somerville, you want to keep the ball away from West Ashley because they're just much hotter right now.
Well, we've had incredible ball games all year. We've got a heck of a finish for it, but none of it possible without our promotional consideration. Knights Companies, Crew Chevy, the Thumbs Up guys, Southeastern Spine Institute, Marquis Dental, Mr. Sparky, Contract Exteriors, and All-American Awards. I read through them. I know you can read it at home, but we say it from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. You allow us to help tell these student-athlete stories. I've been so grateful for not only our basketball slate, but our entire football fall with Friday Night Rivals as well. None of this possible without you.
Yeah, tremendous. And the Knights Companies, Crew Chevrolet have done it at such a high level. And there's Tim Fennell. We don't get this great video without all of our camera people, and they have done a fantastic job all year. There's so many people to thank because it's not an easy thing to put this together. It all starts with Mary Margaret Nelms being able to line up the games. And there's our more camera guys. There's Marty up there.
You see our camera crew, and they are here every week, tirelessly working. We got the easy job. We come sit down and try to make us look really smart. Cannot thank them enough. Our producer and director at home, Mary Margaret, like you said, Scott, had helped them put these together.
Yeah, she's the one that goes out and sells it, and then, you know, obviously we got to thank the schools for allowing us to come into their home. You know, they trust us to do these games. And there's the crew, more of the crew.
Best camera crew in the country, Chris. Okay, you want to talk about tirelessly working. He gets here, sets up the trailer, helps set everything up. Chris, so appreciative of not only our friendship, but
and he drives down from Little River for every game.
Every game, man. Cannot thank them enough because we've got one heck of a finishes. This is Cameron Brown all over the back of Melvin Teal. That's going to be the 4th team foul of West Ashley. And Somerville's done a great job in the last 45 seconds. And allowing us to thank all of our awesome crews that set this up. But they milked this clock. Now I believe they're just, 2 team fouls away to sending this thing into the bonus as David Long looks on. They'll inbound to Teal. Junior to come to track. Here's JoJo Taylor.
Oh, and they turned it over.
One foul away. You knew they were going to try to hold. It's a 1-point lead. This Kendall Mack with the lock. Being guarded by the youngster Reed Robinson, the top of that 3-2.
He's going to take it and set it up. So when do you shoot now? What do you give it, about 4 seconds on the clock? What do you do?
I was always taught as David Long, upset with no call on JoJo Taylor, saying that ball didn't come loose for nothing. I was always taught at 8, you start your move at 8.
Start your move at 8, try to shoot it at 4.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's going to be one they got away with. We can get another look. Great replay assistance by our guy, Vince in the tribe, guys. You can see clearly Kamani Robinson coming in and grabbing that arm of JoJo Taylor. That's a tough break for the 11-5 Green Wave, 5-3 in conference, and that could be the difference in seeding if Trey McClain draws something for him.
And to me, this is so interesting. You've got a coaching staff that is so experienced with Somerville and a coaching staff in their first year for West Ashley. How do they draw up this situation? You know, both of them have such different backgrounds in coaching. How do you draw? What are you drawing up right now? You know, what are you telling your team? And David Long's been through this situation. Trey McClain has not. And that's a cool thing that he gets to kind of do this now. And look, it worked the first game of the year. They got the win with 0.00 on the clock.
Yep. Well, hey, Scott, I'll tell you this. You probably go at 8. You allow yourself an offensive rebound.
Yep.
But what moments are made of? For Somerville, it'll be Teal, Robinson, Smith, Walker, And JoJo Taylor for West Ashley. It'll be White, Junior, Robinson, Gary, and Mack. 15 to go here from the Deng, they call it. West Ashley looking for a basket. Slashing into the lane. No good. Rebounded by the guy that does it all, Mel Teal. He'll be fouled by Corbin Gary, and with 7.5 to go, Mel Teal a chance to make it a three-point
game. But it's not over. You got 7.5 seconds, and West Ashley, has plenty of time. Corbin Gary almost pulled down that rebound just now. I mean, he was extended as far as he possibly could have been.
Well, the 6'2 Gary and the 6'3 point guard Melvin Teal wrestled for a goal. Teal 3 of 6 from the charity stripe, a 68% free throw shooter on the season. First off the front. Melvin Teal with 17 this contest.
One off his average.
In that second quarter, you're right, one off the average. Staring down a triple-double as they check in Jackson Terrell, who we already know has late game heroics in this building.
I mean, he's a key rebounding wise.
Teal knocks down the second. That's a big one as David Long quickly getting that timeout. He's upset with himself, but hey, how about the wherewithal? Calm yourself, and you needed this second.
If I'm Trey McLean, I'm looking at Terrell again down low. I think he's the one guy that can be a difference maker down low. I would go to Terrell on this one. I try to set something up for the big man.
Hey, you said Terrell, Scotty, so let's go take a look at our Knights company. Yeah, how about the big fly slammer jam with the dunk of the night?
And there it is, Terrell. That could be our best dunk of the season, I think. That's our of our broadcast. That's our best one, I think.
I think so. 2 feet.
We haven't had a ton of just absolute hammers this season as far as dunks go, but that was a pretty good one.
Well, when we break it down, I was going to ask you, do you go for the 2? Do you try to go for the win? Tanner Smith with 18, Mel Teal with 18, but if you look at West Ashley.
If I'm trying to, I'm going to go with Terrell and hope, go for 2. Maybe you get fouled, end up on the line. We got Terrell on the bench.
Terrell on the bench for West Ashley. It'll be Matt Jr.
That's why I'm not coaching, because I would have gone with Terrell, and he's got Terrell on the bench. So.
Well, the options at hand, that backcourt's been spectacular.
They have.
David Jr. with 16, White with 14, Mack with 10, and we inbound with 7 to go. Here's Jr. Going to call quick timeout. Love the play call. Get the half court. 4-6 to go. Under control. Now Trey McLean. Well, chess, not checkers.
Yep.
Let's go to work. This is when the coaches make their money. Can we do every basketball game to West Ashley, by the way?
I know.
Is every game going to come down the wire?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Top of the screen. Great find by our director, Vince.
Can we run that back one more time to see if that was, I don't know if that was a fake or that was a... Neither coach really jumped out about it, yeah.
Let's see it right now.
Here it is.
Look at Robinson and Damani White right here.
I think...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little soccer in that play, but it actually does look like the back of the head of Reed Robinson inadvertently, which I'm so glad they didn't call this. A lot of kids play.
And the story of an 8th grader is playing every minute of this game, and you cannot tell that he's an 8th grader with his poise. I mean, he has been just super impressive making his varsity, debut.
Limited time, and the kid is growing up right in front of our eyes. 5-2 to go. Gary inbound to Mack. Mack wants a 3 to win it. Off the back iron. Rebounded by White. White with a heave. Off the back iron. And the green wave. 6 and 3 in the region are going to put themselves a home playoff bid. What a heroic heave, but will fall short this time around at West Ashley.
You are not going to get a better ending than that to have those 2 shots down the stretch, both of them rimmed out. Just a phenomenal ending right there. West Ashley, what a comeback. What a comeback for the Wildcats to come back, get this thing to 1 after being down 15. And Somerville, you bend but you don't break, and that was one heck of a high school ball game.
A game of runs, but Tanner Smith with 6'3", a career high 18, Melvin Teal with 18. When we return, it'll be Dave Long on the Green Wave for tonight's trophy presentation.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. As a physician-run private practice, we prioritize your needs, providing the time and attention you deserve. Our dedicated team is here for you. We offer next-day appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
At Contract Exteriors, we transform homes. Imagine the possibilities. Make your home new again with our expert craftsmanship and top quality materials. From stunning decks perfect for family gatherings to sleek, energy-efficient windows that brighten your space, Contract Exteriors brings your vision to life. And with our wide selection of siding options, we ensure your home's exterior reflects your style. And here's the best part: no payments for 12 months. Contact us today to start your journey to a refreshed home. Contract Exteriors, your trusted partner for home transformations.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
When it comes to breaking news, information impacting your family, and exclusive content, News 4 is the Lowcountry's #1 source on social media.
News 4 knows sometimes you get your news first from here. That's why it's important to follow News 4 on social media. Download the News 4 app and sign up for our text alerts.
Plus, get our certified most accurate forecast in the palm of your hand with our Storm Tracker 4 weather app.
Providing content from anywhere. Trust News 4 is working for you.
Are you experiencing diabetic or chronic wounds? At Coastal Wound Care, your healing is our priority. Our physician-run private practice allows us to prescribe the most up-to-date wound therapy, offer rapid appointments, and ensure you see the same caregivers at each visit. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
For the final time this season, we welcome you back in. Knights Company's High School Hoops, driven by Crew Chevrolet. Ladies and gentlemen, our season finale. We got our money's worth. What a ball game coming down to the wire. Somerville with a 2-point lead, an opportunity to buy themselves that home playoff game. So valuable in the state of South Carolina. They do it on the back of a career night from Tanner Smith. 6 triples from Smith, and Melvin Teal, the box score bully, one of the best players not only in our area, but in the country. And for the final time, I kick it to Scotty Ice. He's with David Long for tonight's All-American Awards trophy presentation. Scotty, take it away.
Only 10 players here, but boy, were they strong. They weathered the storm, and they got the win. Joined now by David Long in the Somerville Green Wave. How many years off your life did that one take?
Multiple years. Close games are always crazy, but after you have a big lead and then you got to go through that, it makes it even worse. So double that. Probably 10 years.
To have Tanner shoot the way he did, Melvin lead the way he did, just your pride in this team and how proud you are of them tonight.
I couldn't be prouder. I'm happy for these guys. We had a tough week last week, and this game was huge for the region and playoff seeding, and we needed the win desperately, and I'm just happy for these guys that we were able to pull it off, especially in such a tough environment against such a great team, well-coached team, and a bunch of great athletes and basketball players. It's a big win for our program.
You kind of have that balancing act now. How do you keep them fresh but also kind of keep the momentum going as you head into the playoffs? What is kind of the plan going forward now?
Well, we play Thursday, not Friday. Our region has an open date for a potential playoff, which probably won't happen, so we're just going to have to get some shots up, work on a few things, get ready for Fort Lee tomorrow. It'll be light, and play Thursday, and then we'll see how the brackets fall. We could play Monday, we could play Wednesday. We're just not sure how the brackets will fall yet.
Awesome. That's David Long in the Somerville Green Wave. Winners on our final broadcast of the season, guys. Congratulations.
This place cleared out fast, but the Green Wave fans sitting behind us as ecstatic as ever. Leads us right into that young man, big number 5. Had the privilege, my first basketball broadcast ever. Got the opportunity to meet this young man. Melvin Teal, an incredible human being, an incredible young man, and he is tonight's Knights Company's Player of the Night. Joined a team with leadership, integrity, loyalty, and excellence. Scotty averaged 18, 7, and 6 on the year, and tonight he was that dude.
It could have been him him or it could have been Tanner Smith, either one. But, you know, Teal was so good defensively, shut down Corbin Gary for much of the night. Just such a presence in that game. Really played well. Cannot wait to see him play for Brady Shuck in the Flagler College down in St. Augustine, Florida.
They got a good one. 6'3", 250 coming at you, St. Augustine. Melvin Teal, our final Knights Company's player of the night. Scotty, talking with David Long. This is a team with some big-time expectations, but they've taken some lumps, some bruises. That was a statement victory tonight.
Yeah, statement. The fact that they bent but did not break, they held on. He's got to feel confident in this group that they can win a big, tight, close game.